that you and your family, your wife, are putting into this community. I love what we're doing with Main Street, and people want us. They always want Main Street to be better, and that every one of us should feel that way. We always want it to be better, but that doesn't mean we don't be happy with where we can't be happy with where we are. And our Main Street is one of the top 50 in the state, and so we need to be proud of that, and then we need to look for ways to do it. The farmers market's a great opportunity. Things happening like here at Newt's Gin, some of the renovation that's going on in some other places on Main and Central. It's just wonderful. There's a lot of neat things coming. About a month ago, an opportunity presented itself that I don't think I was really prepared for. Joe Newman, who I've known for probably since about 1990, and when he worked for the comptroller, the general's office, comptroller's office, and Joe decided to try some opportunities on his own, and I picked up the telephone and called Joe, and I said, there's probably not an economic developer that knows Central Texas and Central Texas commercial brokers better than Joe Newman. There's not a single person in the state of Texas that knows the economic development and community development sales tax law as good as this man. Not one person, not one. And so I called Joe and I told him I didn't have enough money to pay him. And I really didn't have an office for him. But I said, we've got a great ED board, we've got a council, and they're all focused together. They've come together and they've agreed on some goals and a strategic plan for the city as a whole. And would you please think about coming to work for us? And Joe said yes. And I'm going to tell you that we just hit a home run. We've hit a grand slam. And so I'm very pleased to have Joe on board. If anything can happen in this economy, if anything can happen with the Central Texas brokerage community, if anything can happen with the retail and the office and the industrial folks, this guy has the contacts across the state. Just to get Joe to come in and interview with me, he had to work through 3 other appointments where he had been asked to go speak to other EDCs in the state of Texas, about how to do the job. And they wanted Joe to share with them. He's our guy now, and I want Joe to say a few words. Let's welcome Joe Newman.
No pressure whatsoever. I was introduced as an expert, and every time I hear that word, I think about someone told me, said, you took that word expert and you broke it down, X and spurt. An X is just a has-been. A spurt is just a drip under pressure. My ex-wife would probably agree with that explanation. It is a pleasure being here, and I certainly think that we've got a lot of opportunities. That's what I looked at. When I took over the EDC in Bastrop 11 years plus ago, they had about the same budget as we have here in Elgin. We had in a similar situation. We're very blessed there to grow it to about 3 times what it was when I started, and add warm taxes, which lowered our property taxes. That's what it's all about. There's 2 things that we want to do: create jobs. Most of our people are having to leave town. We want to create not just any job, we want to create some good jobs. And the other thing is to create the commercial tax base so that our individual homeowners are not carrying so much burden on taxes. That's 2 of my main goals. I've been very blessed to be welcomed here with open arms. I'm just thoroughly impressed. But you could say something? Watching. They have piled a few things on my desk this week, and which is good. I like staying busy. I really do. One of the things that you'll see in the paper next week is advertising for bids for engineers to put in a sewer line. That sounds like a little project, but it's going to be a nice hotel that will be going in soon. So there's a lot of projects like that, smaller projects, bigger projects. ACC is one of the reasons I'm here. I thought Bastrop voted it down, y'all voted it in. I think it's a great opportunity, and we're already having a lot of brokers contact us about land in that area. But we don't want to develop in just one area. We want to preserve our downtown. I'm a big supporter of Main Street. I was when I ran the Chamber of Commerce in Ennis and Palestine, and Annis Reed, if anyone knows, used to be head of the Main Street program. She passed away, would have me come in and speak because I was such a proponent of the Main Street program. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'll answer any questions. Most people are saying, bring in this restaurant or that restaurant. I certainly have their addresses. I was telling someone when I started downloading my contacts, I have 4,250 emails and contacts in my data bank. And some of them are old and some of them are duplicates, I know. But I do have a lot of resources out there, and I hope to work with a lot of them. And looking forward to working with the paper. I used to be an old newspaper man. We can talk to points and picas and
I don't do it that way.
I did that. Anyway, any questions?
Check it out. I might. Discontinued the thing.
We thank y'all very much for building this facility here, or restoring this facility here for School Board President
Ron Ramirez.
Ron Ramirez, City Council member. And that's to say that Joe is very much a man about town. He's at all the functions. He takes photographs at all kind of events, so we're really lucky to have you too. The outlook wasn't as bright then as I think it is today for Elgin. I think Elgin's future. Go around and look at it.
Yeah, don't forget our girls softball team.
That's right.
So jump on board right now. They're good.
Oh, okay. It's recording. Okay.
No, it came out while ago, so let us know.